Okay, so I just got home from work. And if you watched my video yesterday, I spent the night at my mom's house. And to be honest, I'm really happy to be home because I slept on her couch and my back was starting to hurt, which her couch is usually pretty comfortable, but this last time I just was like not feeling it. So I'm just excited to be home. I also went swimming with my little cousin today. So doing that before work low key had me exhausted. But outside of that, I haven't really been up to too much. I booked my Airbnb for Afro Nation, and I'm so excited to go back. Even though I I liked Afro Nation, but I kind of felt a little out of place. Just because ever since I was young, I just never kind of like fit in with a lot of people. Like I would go places and people would like be kind of rude to me, or I would go places and try to make friends and people just be kind of looking at me like, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just people, but I kind of felt that way during some parts of Afro Nation, and I think I kind of just like maybe people sense my nervous energy, which made them be a little weird with me, or maybe it just was like how I look, how I act. I don't know. I'm generally pretty quiet. I don't go up to people, but I had a couple experiences at Afro Nation where I was like trying to make friends, um, and the vibes were just off. And it kind of made me feel like a little sad because it's like, damn, I done went around the world and I'm still having the same experiences. And all this to say is sometimes I'll look at my astrological chart and I'm just like, am I just not meant to like be happy? And I'm not trying to get into like a, oh, woe is me type of thing, but it just makes me wonder because even with my job, like now I'm a server, um so much of my chart will say, oh, like you are meant to be a servant and you're meant to be a such and such. And I'm like, I don't want that at all. And it makes me think about like how much of our, because I do believe in astrology, but how much of our lives is fated and how much of it is up to us figuring out what we like, what we love, and pursuing that. Because sometimes I read my chart and it just feels like I'm locked into like a role that I don't necessarily want. And maybe I'm just not reading my chart right or correctly because I don't know anything about like aspects or how the planets are conjunct. I don't know nothing about that. I just look at the house, I look at the planet, and I try to interpret based off that. And so, just reading my chart, sometimes I just get a little like nervous about what my life could be or is supposed to be because I don't want to spend my life being a servant to other people. That might sound selfish, but sometimes fuck everybody else. Like, what about me? What about my own happiness and my own goals and my own dreams? And what if those dreams don't align with what my astrology says I'm supposed to be? And I know somebody be like, girl, astrology doesn't matter. Like, live your life. Da 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 da. I do try that, but sometimes I feel like I find myself falling into like these pits that were already placed there. And maybe I didn't know it. Maybe they were covered by something else and I slipped through the cracks. But all that to say is there's so much that I want more, or there's so much in life that I want for myself, and I know that a part of it is up to me to pursue those things and to be disciplined enough to go after them, or pursue and go after. That's the same thing as being redundant. But I don't know. I just feel like how, if life, parts of life are fated, is there a possibility to change them? Or if there are specific roles that we are meant to fill, what if those aren't roles that we want? Is it possible to change them? And I would say yes, but maybe it would be hard. I don't know. And how do the stars determine how we live life and what we pursue? So, yeah, astrology is something that I want to get more into because I just look at my chart sometimes and I'm just like, what the hell? Like, who would do this to me? And it makes me think, like, if I were to ever have kids, would I like purposely try to have them during like good transit so that they have a good life? But then I also think about like, one, you can't necessarily control that, I guess, unless you're specifically trying to like have sex during a certain period so that you can have a baby during a certain time. But I don't know. Sometimes it's like, should we tamper with things that are meant to happen? And that's not even the exact phrasing that I want to use, but while I would want my child to have a good chart, which, is there even such a thing as a good chart? I also want them to be them, because maybe it was fate that they were supposed to be in my life a certain way and exist as they are, and I shouldn't try to control the things that are just human nature. And yeah, that's my musing of the day. Maybe I'll come back to it at some point, but yeah, who knows? Because I don't. And I'm sure a lot of y'all don't either. But yeah, bye.